Hi class, today we are going to do practical number 4, which is working in users, group and permissions. First of all, let's see what is user. User account is a systematic approach to track and monitor uses of system resources. Each user's content to identification like the username and UID. What is UID? UID means generally you can say user ID. So when you created the user, UID also has been created with that user. And you can see username is flexible. It can be changed when you created that user, but the UID remains same. So there are three types of user in Linux administrator. The first one is a root user. This user you can create when you install your system. And second one is service user account. So when you created or installed some applications or packages like HTTPD, so that user also get created. And third one is regular user account. So this is created by us, and this is known by the regular user. So let's go to our system and see practically. Type your password. Okay, right now I am connected to my Linux operating system. I am using CentOS 7 version. Okay, you can see over here. Let's clear the screen. So right now I am in Ekran user. For that you need to type who I am. You can see right over here also and here also. Okay, now you need to create some user. For that you have to be a root user, and how we will switch our user to root user. For that you need to type sudo -i and press enter and type your password. Okay, clear the screen. Take who am I. Right now you are in root user. Okay, so let's create some user. For that you need to type a user add and type some username like Vida, press enter. And how you will know that user has been created or not? For that you have to type cat etc and cat means you have you open that file and the file name is password. That this file contain all user information in it. Okay, press enter. Right now you can see rich user has been created over here and also in FIDA user. So there are two users is been created over here and my regular user is Ekran user. So there are many files name over here. So how we will define what is user and what is the system user? Right now you can see this is the shell which the user has been using. This is the directory, home directory of that user. First one is the user ID and second one is group ID. Okay, let's clear the screen. Now we have to set the password of that user. For that you need to type password PASSWD and that username which is the FIDA. Okay, press enter. Let's set the one password over here. Okay, successfully updated. Now we need to change our user to that FIDA user. For that you to type SU FIDA. SU you can say switch user also. Press enter and type here who am I. So you can see we are in the FIDA user. Let's exit this user and coming up with the root user. Let's clear the screen. Okay, now you can see when you created the user, the group also has been created with that user. We need to create the separate group. For that you need to type group add and you can say name Dilip. Okay, so group name Dilip has been created. How we will see that group name? etc type your group. So right now you can see this is the service user or the service group which is created by the system. Okay, so there are 1 2 3 and 4 group over here, and our also group over here, ekran group. Okay, so now we can create the group name as Dilip, which is group ID 1004. So we create the username as FIDA. Let's add that user on this group. For that you need to type chmod. So let's add the FIDA user on the Dilip group name. Type your user mode -ag add group. Okay, FIDA, and our group name is Dilip. So let's add that user on that FIDA group. So let's add that user into that group. For that, you need to type user mode, user modification, a capital G, then that group name. What is that group name? We created group name as Dilip, and our username is FIDA. Okay, successfully done. And if you want to see that user is added on that group or not, for that you need to type ID and that username FIDA. So right now you can see it is added their own group also, and that Dilip group also. So this is how you can create the group and user in your Linux operating system. In part 2 we can see how we will create the permission for that user. Okay, thank you.